Hey guys, I'm Alex Giglegum. Welcome to another Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to go over everything for Go Fest Tokyo. If you're watching this video and you are in Tokyo, you're probably watching this before Go Fest, or you're probably adding some extra days to play probably right now when I'm making this video. But for those of you guys who are waiting until Thursday, May 28th in Tokyo, I mean, I wish I was there, but unfortunately I cannot. But like an 8-day, like 5 to 8 day Go Fest, like that is unheard of. Like that's a record. So you guys are gonna have lots of fun. We're gonna go over some things, and then of course we're gonna get some tips and advice, and we're gonna make these videos again when Chicago Go Fest and Copenhagen Go Fest and Global come around. Let's not waste time. Let's just talk about Go Fest Tokyo and give you guys some advice. First, the biggest highlight for this year's Go Fest, Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y will debut in Mega Raids. Ticketed attendees in-person Go Fest events will have 2 opportunities to encounter a Mewtwo that has at least Mega Level 1 unlocked. That's gonna be like the last 30 minutes of the park experience, unfortunately, so you're not gonna see a lot of Mega Mewtwo raids, but you're gonna see a lot more during Global. Ticket holding trainers that are attending Go Fest will be the first to get an encounter with Zeraora from a special research. Zeraora is a really good electric type attacker, and its Mega Evolution should be the #1 electric type attacker. Mewtwo returns to 5-star raids. This is gonna be one of the best times to grind for Mewtwo raids throughout the entire event to get Candy and Candy XL before Mega Mewtwo raids appear. If you're playing in Go Fest Tokyo, you're gonna get Pikachu with the Team Mystic hat. The other hats are gonna be exclusive in Chicago and Copenhagen. Wash Rotom originally made its Pokemon Go debut in 2020, and now lucky trainers may encounter a shiny one for the first time at the in-person Go Fest events in 2026. Best way to get Rotom is from snapshots. So I don't know how many snapshots you get for each day, but make sure you get a lot of snapshots, especially if you're in Tokyo. The more snapshots that you get and the more days that you're participating, the more encounters you get, the better odds you can get for getting a shiny wash form Rotom. Paldean Tauros will be in 3-star raids depending on the form and depending on location. So trainers in Tokyo will be able to encounter the Aqua Breed form, which is normally in the Western Hemisphere, both in Tokyo and Tokyo Waterfront City, which is the park experience in Go Fest Tokyo. And Comfey will appear at all 3 in-person Go Fest events. This is a regional from Hawaii, so this is the first time that Comfey is stepping out and is saying aloha to Go Fest. I also want to note that Comfey is not shiny eligible, but this is a good Pokemon to catch just to do some trades if they need regionals for their Pokedex entries. And finally, this new thing called the City Explorer Pass. This is an experience for Go Fest for citywide gameplay experience. It's kind of like the citywide gameplay add-on, but you don't have to buy an event ticket that includes a park session. You can play it during a different time and enjoy all the festivities for Go Fest as if you were at a park. Aside from Paldean Tauros being in 3-star raids, we have 5-star, Shadow, and Mega raids and all that stuff. So we have 5-star raids including Mewtwo, Articuno, and Suicune. Then we have Primal raids focusing on Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. And then we have 5-star Shadow raids featuring Shadow Articuno, Shadow Suicune, Shadow Kyogre, and Shadow Groudon. Now obviously Articuno and Suicune are featured in both 5-star and 5-star Shadow raids. It's because of the colors associated with Team Mystic. So, because again, it's all focused around Team Mystic. There has been rumors that Shadow Mewtwo is going to be in Shadow Raids. Apparently that is not confirmed and that is not true. It was just some random like fake leak and it was like AI. So there's no Shadow Mewtwo, but you can get Mewtwo raids and you can try to get some Mega Energy. How many raids you're able to do when you're in Tokyo. The following Pokemon will be spawning during Tokyo Go Fest. You're gonna see Squirtle with a Pikachu visor, Caterpie wearing a Pokeball hat, Staryu, Lapras, Vaporeon, all 28 forms of Unknown, Larvitar, Anorith, Beldum, Mudbray, Comfey, Dhelmise, Sinistea. Some trainers may even encounter Galarian, Mr. Mime, Sandile, and more. Which ones should you go after? First of all, Squirtle with the Pikachu visor, because it's been a long time since we've seen it, and you can evolve it into Blastoise with the Pikachu visor all the way. and it is shiny eligible. Caterpie wearing a Pokeball hat simply because it's a new costume. I'm just really happy that it's not the cowboy hat Caterpie. I'm not part of that stupid bandwagon for the cowboy hat Caterpie, please. That died since the announcement. Staryu because it is Stardust boosted. You also have Lapras because you can grind for Candy and Candy XL for Gigantamax Lapras. Vaporeon is shiny eligible because of the shiny update. You can shiny hunt for fully evolved Pokemon that have already been shiny before, so you can definitely hunt for that. All the unknowns. Get that unknown Pokedex finish. I think shiny unknown Q can debut, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really awesome that they're featuring all the unknown in one event. That is unheard of. Larvitar because Mega Tyranitar is one of the best rock types and it's the #1 dark type attacker with Brutal Swing. We also have Beldum as a good encounter to catch because of Mega Metagross. You can get Mega Energy, you can get some candy to power it up to be the best. It's a great steel type attacker. Mudbray is normally from City Safari events for the last year and a half. So this is some shiny that you could definitely hunt for or a Pokedex entry. Then we have Comfey, we talked about it. It's a Hawaii exclusive regional. And then we have Dhelmise, normally in raids. So the fact that it's in the wild is pretty wild. Sinistea is another one. It has a rare form, which is the antique form. So with shiny odds during GoFest, this is a good time to hunt. I don't know what the rarity is gonna be for like getting a phony and an antique. I know it's like 1 in 100, but for GoFest to get a 1 in 100 odds and then on top of it being shiny, that's a good one to hunt for. And then Galarian Mr. Mime because it usually comes during certain occasions, and Sandile is normally from 12-kilometer eggs, and it's not very common that it's in the wild, so definitely grind for some shiny Sandile. Ticketed attendees for Tokyo Go Fest will have 4 different experiences for the research in different zones. There's 4 of them. The first is the recruitment zone, where trainers can complete raids and learn more about Team Mystic. And then, of course, there's a conservatory zone. And then there's the conservatory zone where you could check out Pokemon of varieties of size and shapes and all that stuff. Then we have the cultivation zone. This is where there's a lot of field research and eggs. And then of course some other steps on learning more about Pokemon. And the final one is Team Go Rocket hideouts, where you can complete rocket battles and join shadow raids to reclaim Pokemon Go Fest for Blanche and Team Mystic. And then we have the bonuses for Go Fest. And if you are a ticket holder playing from midnight to midnight on each event day, you're gonna enjoy the following. You're gonna get up to 9 daily raid passes by Spinning Disc and gyms. You get up to 6 special trades, 1 half Stardust cost for all trades, 1 half egg hatch distance. I heard there are special eggs, but we don't know exactly what they are, but whatever there is, you're going to get half hatch distance regardless. 1.5 hatch candy, 1.5 hatch Stardust. You also can open up to 50 gifts each ticketed citywide gameplay day, so that is a lot of gifts right there, and an increased chance of catching Pokemon with a Premier Ball. That's going to be beneficial for raid bosses, especially Mewtwo. And if you're playing from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on any ticketed day, because that's the general time for GoFest, the following bonuses will include special event stickers from gifts. You get 2-hour lure module duration, 2-hour incense duration, 2 times catch candy, hourly event themed field research, increased time for party play. So definitely get together with trainers to be in a party play to complete some tasks and get some stuff. And the #1 bonus for any in-person event or global event, increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. So if there's some Pokemon that we listed out in the wild or in raids and stuff, this is the best time to grind to get as many shinies as you possibly can, especially with all 28 unknowns being out and about. So good luck. Now let's just list out the general housekeeping in terms of Pokemon Go for GoFest. The #1 thing that you should prioritize is your Pokemon storage and your item storage. First, you need to make sure you clear out any Pokemon or any amount of items that you do not necessarily need and leave enough space. I would recommend probably a couple of thousand. I would also suggest you go into the in-game shop and purchase extra storage. It's like about 200 coins per 50 storage for both, and it could change. So then that way you can try to add in some more storage to the maximum. I think we're at the 5 digits for both now. I think it's like over 10,000 of each. So plan ahead accordingly, and then just make sure that you guys have the items that you need for the events, like incubators, raid passes, because there's a lot of like hatching and raids to do, especially if you purchase the Raid Lover add-on and the Aethusiast add-on, which is our separate purchases, so you can enjoy all that stuff. It's 1/4 egg hatch distance instead of 1/2 if you were to have the Aethusiast, and then of course it's like 18 passes instead of 9 if you get the Raid Lover. All that's going to be down there. You probably bought them, so you probably know that. Lucky eggs and star pieces and incense are going to be important because you're going to maximize your experience with Stardust, XP, and more encounters from incense. And then also make sure you have enough healing items and enough Pokeballs. I would suggest 1,000 Pokeballs, 1,000 Ultra Balls, and like between 500 to 1,000 Great Balls. If you have some Master Balls, save some for the best counters. Like if you get a Hundo Mewtwo that's not a shiny, or maybe that you see something that is difficult to catch that is worth it. I don't know. But in general, definitely have Pokeballs, because those are going to be the huge foundation for any event like GoFest. And now for some more personal tips, I would first and foremost suggest that if you are going to Tokyo, Japan, or you are in Tokyo, Japan, follow the laws, follow the rituals, follow traditions, and follow the policies, and be respectful of the culture. Don't be too wild and too crazy. Just make sure that you just don't leave trash around. Make sure that you are well-mannered. Make sure you're respectful to the locals. All that stuff. In terms of gameplay experience, make sure you have a couple of battery packs with you. Make sure you have a water bottle that you can carry around with you. If you have snacks, make sure that you have trash in your bag, because there's no trash cans around. So you want to be mindful of the littering and the what is it called? The ecosystem, I guess. Just be respectful. And yeah, if you have like a Go Plus Plus, make sure that is charged up and all that stuff. So if there's anything else that we are missing in terms of tips and advice, let us know in the comments below. And also make sure you guys subscribe to this channel if you're brand new. We are gonna make some videos to help you guys have a great experience in Chicago and Copenhagen. I wish I could go to Chicago, but it is what it is. Well, thank you so much for watching today's video. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.